Hi everyone, it is Dr. Amy, and I have been having so many conversations with people lately about this whole concept of new year, new you. And I'm just, today, because I've had so many conversations, I want to kind of challenge you to think about this new year, new you stuff in a different way. And I'm going to be deeply philosophical about my feeling about it, which is just want to call total bullshit on it. There's nothing wrong with the old you. And the way that we sabotage ourselves by saying new year, new you, for me, it just makes me feel like there's something wrong with me. So if you are feeling that way with this new year, new you, gotta lose weight, gotta, get that six-pack abs, I'm here to tell you there's nothing wrong with the old you. You need to love yourself as you are. Because if you don't do that, whatever body you are in, whatever body, shape, vessel you are in, you're going to have these moments and these times where you get on these fitness trains or you try to eat healthier because you feel like you need to change yourself because you don't love yourself enough to accept the way you are. And it doesn't mean accepting or being lazy about your health. What this means is this idea of loving yourself, this new year, old you. There's nothing wrong with the old you stuff means that you can love yourself. You can love your soul, because if you try to change the essence of your soul by doing something that is not loving yourself the way that you are and working on the mindset around that, you are just going to sabotage. Hi, Joanne. You're just going to end up sabotaging your outcomes in the long run because you're going to jump on this new year, new you bandwagon. And then a few weeks into it, you're going to get sabotaged and you're going to fall off the wagon. The way to change that is by changing the idea that you love yourself exactly the way you are while you are working on improvement if that is what your soul desires. So to me, and I'm going to ask yourself, what does it mean to you to love yourself? To love yourself. I've had so many conversations over the last few days about this topic, and because it's going to be part of the February podcast theme. I'm going to be doing a series on love yourself, love your business, love your money, love your mind, loving ourselves in general, having healthy relationships. What does loving yourself mean in all different areas of our lives and in our businesses? And because of that, I've had so many conversations with entrepreneurs and business owners lately and coaches and all different people about this topic. And you know what's the same? The same message is that we are all tired of being fed this new year, new you, gotta go out and get the six-pack ab mentality BS. We're all tired of it. We want a better way that feels better to us, to make gradual self-improvements, to love ourselves exactly where we are in this moment in time, whether it is with regards to maybe you're not where you want to be with your money situation and you're beating yourself up over it. Or maybe you're not where you want to be in your business and you're beating yourself up over it. The fact is we need to love ourselves, and part of that love, part of that self-love comes along with forgiveness. It's about forgiving ourselves too. It's not beating ourselves up, because when we forgive ourselves, we free ourselves from shame, we free ourselves from guilt, we free ourselves from doubt and fear. And that's how we move forward. So I want you to start thinking about this new year, old you, in a way of self-love. Like, you cannot fight darkness without putting light on it and shedding light on those places in your life that will not go away unless you love them and shine light on them. And that's what the message I wanted to portray today. Love yourself means taking care of yourself through self-care, exercise, eating right, stress relieving techniques like breathing, yoga, journaling, to name a few. Yes, I totally agree with Joanne. It's also about setting loving boundaries in our businesses, with our clients, setting loving boundaries with our family members. It is truly loving, it's setting loving boundaries with our bosses, potentially, if we have a boss. That is all part of loving ourselves enough to say, I love myself where I am today. Yes, I may have flabby arms. My triceps might not be as firm as they were 2 years ago. But the fact is, you know what these arms do for us? And Kathy Rasmussen, I just talked to her for a podcast, her and Samantha Parker, and we shed some really big lights on this topic. It's like, these arms, I have my arms for a reason, and I'm grateful because they get to hug people that I love. They get to hug my kids. They get to do work. They get to do podcasting. I get to type on the computer. I get to cook meals, despite the fact that, you know what, I might have a little extra flab right now that I'm not loving, but I'm working on it. But I'm not beating myself up over the fact that, you know what, my arms aren't where they want to be. And I'm going to love myself more and more enough to take care of myself. Hey, look who's here. My better half is here. I am so excited that you're here. Talking all about loving ourselves today and how we can love ourselves more versus beating ourselves up. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about really, really quickly. Just a really brief message about this new year. Joanne is saying, hi, Matt. The new year, new you bullshit that's being put out there to make you feel guilty about where you are right now. If you don't love yourself where you are right now, then you can change it. That's the other thing. Make a choice to change it, but just don't beat yourself up over where you are right now. That's it. That's all I have to say. That's all today. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much for watching. I am popping off. Please, by all means, if you love this message, if you love it, share it, because someone else out there needs to hear this as much as you do. I am just the messenger of messages. So I'm just a vessel to deliver the messages. If you love it, share it, and because someone else out there probably needs to hear it as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. All right, bye.